Little recap of what happened while we were away. Nick Rosenthal struck out in the top of the sixth for out number 2, and then Jared Chesick flew out deep to left for the third out. We are now in the bottom of the sixth. Sam Nemetz is up. He has a 3-2 count and swings right through a good Nolan Vincent fastball for strike 3, and that's out number 1 here in the bottom of the sixth. Josh Moses is up next. We're working on getting a picture for you. Hopefully that'll be back soon. Sometimes these things happen. There's a ghost in the computer. That little ghost is causing problems. Line drive out to deep center. Simmons racing back and makes the catch. 2 outs. Hey, I think if you want to get it over Simmons' head, you're going to have to hit it out of the park. That brings up Harry Stelt. Harry walked in the 4th. Makes that first pitch, grounds it out to Beauchamp at second, and he throws over to first for a quick 1-2-3 6th inning. After 6 complete, no score. Is Drake Schreihart. Schreihart's had a tough night so far. He struck out twice. Takes that first pitch and fouls it straight back. Now catching is Shane Ryan. Pitches a ball, makes the count 1-1. We're working on the picture end of our live stream, so hang in there. Bouncing ball out to Crist at second base. His throw over to first is in time. So Schreihart is out, 4-3, finally hit the ball. Next up is Blake Hall, the designated hitter. He's 0 for 2. He's grounded out twice. But I'll tell you, that second time was a shot right back to the mound, a one hopper. It hit Wilson. He was able to recover and pick the ball up and make the throw for the out, and without getting hurt too bad. But Hall showed that he can hit the ball hard. Pitches low, makes a ball strike count. 2 balls and no strikes. There's 1 out. Infield for Sheboygan is back, especially at short and second. They're touching the outfield grass. Wilson threatening now to walk his first batter of the night. 3-0 is the count. It looks like we have a picture back. All right. So we go from radio mode to TV mode in terms of announcing. Ball is hit high. Gates with a beat on it and makes a catch out and left for out number 2. Good job of coming back on a 3-0 count by Davis Wilson. And that brings up the number 7 hitter and first baseman, Mike Prochnow. Prochnow is 1 for 2. Wilson's first pitch is a strike. Kewaskum has 4 hits in the ball game. Sheboygan has only 2. They have drawn a walk and a hit by pitch, but they actually had a pretty good chance back in the first and in the third, but they couldn't come up with a 2-out base hit. Yeah, right. We mentioned earlier that Cole Mcclavick came in to play left field, not Gates. Thanks to Emily for that. This is Cole's first game. Good job. Get help from all over, even Sheboygan Falls. Sheila leaving the place. She comes in to criticize, correct us what we're doing wrong, and she came to a good spot because I make all kinds of mistakes. And a good breaking pitch is right in the strike zone. Prochnow takes it, and that's strike 3, and we're at the end of 6.5, waiting for a run from Sheboygan. Thanks for coming back, Emily. Pinch hitting for Jurgensen is Tyler Brandenburg. He's hitting for Jimmy Jurgensen in the 5th spot. Tyler's a big guy, can hit it a long ways. We mentioned Mcclavick now playing left. Shane Ryan is catching. Tim Moyer getting his players in the ball game like he does every game. Nolan Vincent still on the hill for Kewaskum. He's pitching a beauty too. Only allowed 2 hits, 1 walk. He does have 4 strikeouts. So 1-1 pitch is fouled back. Brandenburg hitting 250 on the year. Has 2 doubles and a home run. Lightning in a bottle. Pitch is fouled at home plate. Brandenburg takes that pitch right down the middle for a called strike 3. Good pitch by Vincent. Brings up Jacoby Andreas. Brandenburg was from Saukville, plays baseball at Purdue University. This is Jacoby Andreas. We mentioned he's from Sheboygan Falls, plays at Ellsworth Community College. Count is now 1 ball and 1 strike. There is 1 out. We're in the bottom of the 7th. Line drive. Base hit. Beauchamp trying to make a play. Got it in short center field, but Jacoby beat it out easily. That brings up Cole Mcclavick. Cole Mcclavick was recently married. Nathan Ebersol is pinch running at first base. Pitch is in for a strike. Ebersol with good speed. There's a ball hit out to right center field. Coming over is Weber, and he makes the easy catch. 2 outs. Going to bring up Jake Follish. Follish is 0 for 2. See if Ebersol tries to seal a base. Just got back under the tag of Prochnow. Vincent comes set. Ebersol taking a relatively short lead at first on that last pitch anyway. Looked like he had no intentions of stealing a base. Gets out there a little bit more. There he goes. And he's way out. Nice throw by the catcher, Jared Chesek, from his knees. Threw a strike down to second. And that ends the 7th inning. After 7 complete, still no score.
Our customers are people who work hard for their money. So we do everything we can to make their money work hard for them. At Meyer, we see it as a simple matter of respect. That's why for 80 years now, low prices have been built into the way we do business. Because the most important thing we can earn is the right to shake someone's hand and look them in the eye. Come see for yourself.
Some defensive changes for Sheboygan. Now playing second is Nathan Ebersol, and Ross Crist is moving from second over to first base. We mentioned Shane Ryan's catching. T.D. Walker is out in center field, number 22. Also, pitching now is number 49, Noah Emery. Davis Wilson's line, after 120 pitches, by the way, he went 7 innings, gave up 4 hits, no runs, no walks, had 4 strikeouts. So good game for Davis again, but couldn't get any run support. And these pesky Kewaskum A's hitters forced him to throw a lot of pitches. Leading off the 8th inning is going to be Eric Beauchamp. Beauchamp is 0 for 2. That'll be the first hitter that Emery faces. Emery pours in a strike for his first pitch of the outing. T.D. Walker's out in center field, I believe. Right field. Sam Nimitz is still in center. Bouncing ball in front of home plate. Ryan can't make the play. Let's see how that scored. Would have been a tough play either way. Brings up Brad Weber. Looks like it's going down as an infield hit. No error up on the board. Would have been a tough play for Shane Ryan as he was moving away from where he had to throw it. Squaring and bunting. Weber gets it down nicely and advances his teammate Beauchamp to second base with that sacrifice bunt. There's something you don't see in today's game very often, a sacrifice. But that takes us to the top of the order, and Aaron Simmons. Simmons is 0 for 3. Last time up, hit a pop-up on the infield that Harry Stelt caught. Line drive out to right. Coming on hard and making the catch is T.D. Walker. Set that defense once more for Sheboygan. Ryan is catching. Emery is pitching. Crist at first. Ebersol at second. Stelt remains at third and Follish remains at short. Mcclavick in left. Nimitz remains in center and T.D. Walker is out in right. And that brings up Derek Hall. Hall with takes that first pitch for a strike. 2 outs. Beauchamp out at second base. He'll be running like the wind if there's a base hit to the outfield. We know that Gates and Walker have great arms. We haven't had much of an opportunity to see Nimitz, but it doesn't matter. Emery on a 3-pitch at bat strikes out Hall, swing and a miss. And at the end of 7.5, still no score. Getting ready to lead off the bottom of the 8th is the shortstop, Jake Follish.
Leading off with the 8th, the shortstop, number 5, Jake Follish.
Follish hit the ball well his last at bat, but flew out to right. Takes that first pitch for a strike. Vincent still throwing hard. That was his 100th pitch. That information provided by CJ. Thank you for that. No balls and 2 strikes on Follish. Takes that first pitch, up high. On deck for Sheboygan is Shane Ryan. Bouncing ball to Hall. He makes a throw across in time. Ryan is another hitter that's been coming on a little bit. He had a home run in that Menasha game that tied up the score at 2. Seen quite a bit of action behind the plate. Ethan Scherg got the start tonight. Ethan did a good job. Did have a hit in 2 trips and did a good job at catcher. Vincent's 1-1 pitch to Ryan coming up right now. Fastball is lined out into left field. Ryan rounding the first base hard, but he's going to have to stop at first with a single. And it's a 1-out single for Sheboygan. That's only their 4th hit of the night.
Baseman, number 31, Crist.
Ross Crist is up next. Ross is a team leader in several different departments. We talked about that earlier in the ball game. Saw a pitch he liked, but could only foul it back. Ross is 1 for 3 in the ball game. He does have a couple of stolen bases. Ryan, ground ball into right field, got underneath the glove of Prochnow, and Ryan hustling around second, goes into third standing. First and third for Sheboygan. And that's going to bring up Sam Nemitz. Pinch hitter. Pinch hitting for Nemitz is going to be number 17, Jacob Neese. Great opportunity for Jacob. Drive in Sheboygan's first run. Nemitz had a tough go of it. He was 0 for 3. He struck out his last 2 times. Jacob Neese having a nice season so far. Hitting .290. He's got 2 doubles and a home run and 13 RBIs. He's one of the team leaders in that RBI department. Could take over sole leadership with a hit now with a runner on third. Jacob has drawn 9 walks. He's also struck out 15 times. First pitch hitting, drives it out to right, and it's going to drop foul. That was a ball that the right fielder probably did not want to catch, because if he catches it running like he is, Ryan has an excellent opportunity to tag up and score from third. Jacob's calling card is his hitting. He's got a great arm, but he's a hitter, just like his daddy was. Breaking ball a little bit outside. Jacob came up empty on a swing and a miss. It's no balls and 2 strikes. Vincent comes set. And he blew a fastball by Neese. And that's out number 2. That leaves it up to T.D. Walker. And again, it boils down to Sheboygan needing a 2-out base hit. Quick throw over is not in time. Crist getting back to the bag. He's not the important runner. The important runner is Ryan over at third. Ball in the dirt is stopped nicely by Chesick. Chesick had a great play back in the 7th inning when from his knees he took the pitch and threw down to second and threw out the stealing Ebersol. At least Ebersol was trying to steal. T.D. Walker fouled that last pitch off. It's now 1-1. Sheboygan with runners on the corners. There's no score in the ball game. We're in the bottom of the 8th. Pitches again is fouled back. Walker hitting .255 on the season. He also has a home run and a couple of doubles. Trying to hang tough in there. Pitch is up high. Evens the count at 2-2. The outfield is fairly deep and straight away. Vincent still bringing it after he's well into the hundreds in terms of pitches. Walker hanging tough, fouling that one off. Crist was stealing on that last pitch. You see Harry Stelt getting the ball for the umpire. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. That ends the A's half of the eighth after 8 complete. Still no score. Defensive changes. Harry Stelt moves from third over to first. Jacob Neist is in the lineup. He's at third. T.D. Walker moved from right to center. Who's playing right field now, Bill? Ross Crist moves out to right. So he's gone from second to first to right. Emery's still on the hill for Sheboygan. For Noah, this is his 8th appearance. He does have 3 starts. He's pitched 23 and a third innings, given up 22 hits. Nice breaking ball in there for a strike. Nick Rosenthal, the Kewaskum A's shortstop, is leading off the inning. It's a ball out to right, coming on hard and making a nice running catch is the new right fielder, Ross Crist. Bill, you're a little slow on that, but thanks for the help. Catcher Jared Chezik is up. Emery's pitch is a little bit high, apparently. Emily fills in my scorecard for me, and she does such a nice, neat job. And then by the end of the night, it's a total mess. Ryan comes over and makes a nice grab of that foul ball. Harry Stelt giving way to him. And that brings up Drake Schreihart. Drake is 0 for 3 in the ball game. There are 2 outs. We're in the 9th. Emery's pitch is breaking ball in the dirt for ball one. A lot of changes for Sheboygan tonight. They've had a tough time getting runs. Both teams have. The pitching is really dominated. According to my defensive lineup chart, the only guy that has not been changed is Folish at short. Bouncing ball to Ebersol. He makes the easy play over to Stelt, and that's the end of the ninth for Kewaskum. As we head to the bottom of the ninth, there's still no score.
Our customers are people who work hard for their money. So we do everything we can to make their money work hard for them. At Meyer, we see it as a simple matter of respect. That's why for 80 years now, low prices have been built into the way we do business. Because the most important thing we can earn is the right to shake someone's hand and look them in the eye. Come see for yourself.
Back at Wildwood Baseball Park, we're heading to the bottom of the ninth. Emily says she wants a walk-off. We could see it, and Harry would be a good guy to do it too. A walk-off home run. A good part of the order for Sheboygan. Harry Stelt leading it off. Harry is 0 for 2 of the walk. Vincent still on the hill for Kewaskum. He's pitched a beauty. He's gone all the way, giving up 5 hits. Does have 7 strikeouts. Pitch is in for a strike. He's walked 1. Did hit a batter back in the second inning. That was Jacoby Andreas. But for the most part, he's been on his game. Just like Davis Wilson and Noah Emery have been for Sheboygan. 3 balls and 1 strike. Fastball right down the pipe. Vincent still has some giddy up on those pitches. Threw an off-speed pitch and caught Harry a little out in front, and he popped it up to short for out number 1 in the ninth. Good pitching by Noah Vincent. That brings up the DH, Tyler Brandenburg. This is Tyler's second trip to the plate. And again, he's a big kid. He does have a home run already this year. Drive to deep center field. Simmons back. Off the wall. Brandenburg was not running. He thought he had a home run, and he's going to be thrown out at second base. Very poor job of base running by Brandenburg. Did the backflip, stood at home plate, and watched the ball hit off the wall. He should have been standing at second with a stand-up double. We'll give him a single and an 8-4 put out at second base. That brings up Nathan Ebersol. Nathan came in to pinch run in the 7th inning. Hey, Sheboygan still has an out left. They can get a runner on or two and get a 2-out base hit. We've been looking for that all night. Hey guys, we don't like the bat flip up here. Nothing good happens. It either goes foul or the guy gets thrown out at second. Just hit the ball and run. Pitch is a strike. Evens the count at 2-2. Breaking pitch just touches the outside corner for a called strike 3. We're going extra innings, Emily. At the end of 9 complete, no score. Hey, at least it's a pretty quick game. New pitcher for Sheboygan is going to be Austin Ryman. Noah Emery's line was 2 innings pitched. He gave up 1 hit, no runs, no walks, had 1 strikeout. Ryman making his 8th appearance. He does have a win. He's gone 9 1/3 innings, given up 7 hits. He's walked 9 and struck out 7. Walk total is not encouraging. We've had no walks by Sheboygan pitchers tonight. And Nolan Vincent for Kewaskum has only walked 1. So it's been a good game in that regard. The first batter that Austin will face is the DH for Kewaskum, Blake Hall. Blake is 0 for 3 in the ball game. Sheboygan now has 6 hits in the game to Kewaskum's 5. Neither team has committed an error. Actually, there was 1 error on Sheboygan. It was a dropped pop-up in foul territory by Ethan Scherg that didn't amount to anything because Davis Wilson struck out the batter, but Sheboygan does have an error. Ball hit high to left field. Mcclavick out there, and that makes the grab. That brings up Mike Prochnow.
First baseman number 29, Mike Prochnow.
Prochnow's 1 for 3 in the ball game. Nothing with only 1 walk in the game. The action has moved along briskly. Sheboygan has had their chances. They just have not been able to come up with a clutch base hit. Too much celebrating. It was an impressive hit by Tyler Brandenburg. You got to give him that. Hit it in on the fly out to just to the right of the 395 sign. Yeah, he needed maybe 2 more bat flips to get it out, but it was close. Ay, ay, ay. Bouncing ball to Nice at third. Harry makes the scoop of the low throw. Jacob, you owe Harry a soda. Saved an error on that play. Good short hop pickup by Jacob, and then on the other end, Harry picking that low throw out of the dirt. That's going to bring up Eric Beauchamp. Done a fine job at second base tonight. He's 1 for 3. Sheboygan is on their third pitcher. Kewaskum is stuck with their starter. It'll be interesting to see what they do in the 10th inning. Nolan Vincent is thrown well over 100 pitches. Pitch goes behind Beauchamp. We were talking about this earlier in the ball game. I think the only substitute for Kewaskum is their manager, Jim Ziegler. Swing and a foul tick, but making the grab was Shane Ryan, and that's the end of the top of the 10th. Still no score. Oh boy. 7, 8, 9. Not the big hitters we want. Admiring your work. You have to do this too, or is that? But this you just copy it. Good. Like you have to type it in. Okay. Oh yeah, that way it's nice.
Leading off for the A's, left fielder, number 24, Mcclavick.
Nolan Vincent still on the hill. He's thrown 129 pitches. Make it 130. Mcclavick trying to end the ball game with that swing. Tomorrow night, Sheboygan will be at home against West Allis. And then Wednesday, they travel to Green Bay. And then they're back home on Thursday against Menasha. And on Friday, they'll be playing West Allis, but it'll be at Burlington. So that's the rest of the week for Sheboygan. Our next live stream broadcast will be tomorrow night. Mcclavick swings and misses. Evens the count now to 2-2. Jake Follish is on deck. And Mcclavick comes up empty. Strike 3. Jake Follish is the only A's starter that has remained at his position and stayed in the game for the entire game. Ross Crist was a starter and has stayed in the game, but he's changed positions 3 times. Harry has switched, went from third to first. A lot of switching around. Jake has stayed at short all game. See if he can come up with a hit. That outside pitch evens the count at 1-1. Beautiful night out for baseball. Remains in the high 70s. Very calm night. Actually, yeah, 77 degrees. Abby says too many bugs. Get the fly swatter out. You are a killer. You doing social media again tonight? Eh? I'll take that as a yes. Eh? Swinging a foul. We mentioned Bill and CJ. Emily, of course, doing social media and live stream. Abby doing social media and internet shopping, I think. Is that right? Oh, apparently not. And my name is Mike Martin. I'm your live stream announcer and sit-down comedian. Not doing a good job at either, Emily. Is that supposed to be a compliment? I think you're funny. Folish goes down swinging. That's strikeout number 10 for Nolan Vincent. And that's 3 strikeouts in a row. He ended the 9th inning striking out Nathan Ebersol. Now he struck out the first 2 hitters here in the 10th. Shane Ryan is up next. He took that first pitch for a strike. I don't know if we'd be putting a jinx on him or not, Emily, but he did hit a home run just a couple of games ago, Shane did. I think it was in that Menasha game, tied it up at 2. That ball foul. Makes the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. I think his homer came with 2 strikes, too. Jinxing us even more. Ball's popped up on the infield. Rosenthal makes the easy catch, and we're through 10. Still no score.
Carrier asks, what does comfort mean to you? We know it means more than just the temperature. And the people who invented modern air conditioning keep inventing new ways to make you comfortable. Carrier, turn to the experts.
For your heating and cooling needs, call Advanced Comfort Systems, Sheboygan's only Carrier factory authorized dealer.
Carrier asks, what does comfort
the right fielder, is going to start the top of the 11th.
Leading off for Nebraska, right fielder, number 3, Brad Weber.
Weber is 1 for 2. He hit a sacrificed runners to second back in the 8th inning. Takes that first pitch for a strike. Ryman pours in another strike. Swing and a miss. Good fastball by Austin Ryman. And he gets Brad Weber, not wasting any time. 3 pitches.
Fielder, number 16, Simmons.
Aaron Simmons is up next. Hey, Sheboygan finally got one over his head. But then Simmons got a put out at second base. So we may have got him on the hit, but he got us on the running mistake. He's 0 for 4 batting, but he's done a fine job in center field. Ball off the end of the bat. Neese makes the pick and the throw. Harry making the play over at first, and it's a 5-3 putout. 2 quick outs here in the 11th. That's going to bring up Derek Hall. Hall has had a nice job, nice night at the plate. He's 2 for 4. Has not had a lot of action over at third. We're in the top of the 11th, no score. It's been an interesting ball game. Pitchers have really dominated. Nolan Vincent has pretty much had it his way. He's actually gotten stronger as the game has moved along. He does have 10 strikeouts in the game, but 5 of those have come over the last 3 innings. Ryman so far has retired the first 5 hitters he's faced. It's a 1-1 count to the batter, Derek Hall. Paints the black with that pitch. Swung at a low pitch for strike 3, and then Ryan has to throw him out at first and does. And we're at the end of 10.5, still no score. Leadoff hitter Ross Crist is going to start the 11th for Sheboygan. It's a ground ball into right field, a base hit. Now, Jacob is next, but I'll tell you, if you take a couple pitches, I think Crist has a good chance of maybe stealing a base. He's had his way on the bases. He's got a couple stolen bases in the first and third inning. Let's see how Sheboygan plays this. Jacob is not noted for his bunting. I'd be surprised to see him do that. Checks his swing, but fouls it off for a strike. Vincent has had trouble holding runners on at first. And he's swinging and missing there. Ross not taking a big lead at first, at least not on those first two pitches. Jacob grounds one to third, bobbled by the third baseman Hall, but he does make the play over to first for the out. And that does advance the runner to second. Off the bat, it looked like it could have been a potential double play. But when Hall didn't make the clean pickup, he went right to first to get the sure out. And that leaves it up to T.D. Walker. Walker's 0 for 1 in the ball game. Crist with good speed on at second. A hit to the outfield could score him. Vincent comes set. First pitch is fouled off. Top of the order for Sheboygan. We got the leadoff hitter on, and we're able to advance him to second. Now it's up to the number 3 hitter, Walker. Get him in. Takes a breaking pitch by Nolan Vincent in for strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes. Pitch is just outside. Vincent wanted that. One ball and 2 strikes. Good eye by Walker on that last pitch. Bouncing ball to third. Hall looks the runner back and throws it away. Goes against the fence. Runners are going to advance to second and third. Hall really cut that one loose. Boy, he did a good job of looking the runner back, but then he just threw the ball away. 2-base error. And that brings manager out. See how they're going to play this. Harry Stelt is up next. I wouldn't be surprised if they walked Harry, set up a force play at home, but we'll have to see what they do. First error of the game for Kewaskum. And let's hope that it's a costly one. Harry on the night is 0 for 3 with a walk. It'll be interesting to see what they do. I think they're going to walk him, but we'll see. They are. Intentional walk to Harry Stelt is going to load the bases. And that brings up Brandenburg. Brandenburg wound up with a single and was thrown out at second. Should have had a double. But the point is, he did hit the ball very hard. Bouncing ball in the hole. It's going to get through. Base hit, and Sheboygan wins it in the bottom of the 11th, 1-0 on a base hit by Tyler Brandenburg.
Your final score in extra innings. Sheboygan A's defeat the Kewaskum A's 1-0.
All right, line score for tonight's ball game. Kewaskum, no runs, 5 hits and 1 error. For Sheboygan, 1 run, 8 hits and 1 error. The winning pitcher was Austin Ryman. The losing pitcher going all the way for Kewaskum was Nolan Vincent. Our next live stream broadcast will be tomorrow night, Tuesday, July 28th, when Sheboygan hosts West Allis in a NEW game. With that, thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you down the road. Great job again tonight, especially on the food review.